Hello children, now we'll see the next part of the chapter, that is we'll continue with the reduction properties of ammonia. So reduction of chlorine to hydrogen chloride, that is done by ammonia. So when ammonia is in excess, this particular reaction, when ammonia is in excess, it reacts with chlorine to give nitrogen and ammonium chloride. And at the same time, when chlorine is in excess, then it reacts to give HCl, hydrogen chloride, and nitrogen trichloride, which is a explosive. Both the reactions are important. They will be asking you in exam, like reduction property. If they are asking, you can write any reduction of ammonia with metallic oxide or anything else. But if they ask ammonia is in excess, you'll write this reaction. If they ask ammonia chlorine is in excess, then you'll be writing this reaction. So these two reactions shows that chlorine has a great affinity for hydrogen. The both cases chlorine is combining with hydrogen here also and here also, and ammonia is a reducing agent. Now reaction with acids. Ammonia being a weak base, it accepts proton to form ammonium ions. We know NH3 plus H plus gives NH4 plus. Now ammonia reacts with acid to give their respective ammonium salt. With HCl, ammonium chloride. With nitrate, ammonium. With nitric acid, ammonium nitrate. With sulfuric acid, ammonium sulfate. Okay. If you break ammonia on thermal dissociation, it breaks up into NH3 plus HCl. Now this ammonia, if we dissolve it in water, it forms a weak alkali, that is NH4OH, and then this NH4OH, it reacts with acid to give salt and water as the only product, that is neutralization reaction. With nitric acid, it will give ammonium nitrate. With sulfuric acid, it will give ammonium sulfate plus hydrogen gas, that is neutralization reaction. Now reaction of aqueous solution of ammonia, that is ammonium hydroxide with soluble metallic salt. This we have already done in analytical chemistry also, if you remember. With ferrous sulfate, dirty green insoluble precipitate. With ferric chloride or ferric sulfate, it will be reddish brown insoluble precipitate. With lead nitrate, lead chloride, whatever, it will be chalky white precipitate, which is insoluble of lead hydroxide. With zinc nitrate, it will form gelatinous white precipitate, which will be soluble in excess of NH4OH. And with copper, it will form pale blue precipitate of copper hydroxide, which will turn into a inky blue precipitate when you dissolve it in excess of ammonium hydroxide. This we have already done in analytical chemistry chapter, and this is very important also.